Taking clear and organized notes is vital for academic success, whether you're sitting in a lecture hall or watching a lecture online. So if you've ever found yourself struggling to determine what to write down during lectures or wishing you could take better notes, this video is for you. We'll discuss the importance of note-taking, qualities of good notes, and provide you with some valuable tips for becoming a better note-taker. Let's get started. Before we dive into the strategies, let's take a moment to understand why good notes matter. Effective note-taking has numerous benefits both during and after class. During class, taking good notes helps you focus and better understand the main concepts being taught. It improves your active listening, comprehension, and retention of the material. Whether you're attending synchronous or asynchronous classes, note-taking ensures that you remember what you hear and see. After class, good notes become crucial for reviewing and studying the material as it saves us time, energy, and confusion that often results from disorganized or insufficient notes. By taking effective notes, you will have a valuable resource for creating outlines and preparing for exams. Now that we understand why good notes are important, let's explore some practical steps to improve our note-taking skills during class. The first step to taking good notes is to go prepared. Here are some steps you can take before the class even begins. Preview your text or reading assignments to identify main ideas and concepts that will likely be discussed. You can look at your course syllabus to understand the topic and focus of the class. Also review notes from previous class sessions to connect with new ideas with what you have already learned. And remember to stay organized by titling your pages, keeping separate notebooks for each class, and narrating notes in chronological order. Instead of trying to transcribe the entire lecture, you should focus on capturing the main points. You can always fill in any gaps or define concepts later when reviewing your notes. And you can record questions, thoughts, or confusing content that you want to revisit. You can always jot down keywords, dates, and remember for future reference. And remember to take visually clear, concise, organized, and structured notes to make them easy to read and review later. Now let's explore different note-taking formats. There's no one-size-fits-all approach. Hence, find a format that works best for you and encourages effective note-taking. You can try the Cornell Notes method, which includes sections for the date, main points, key details, and a summary. This format encourages active engagement and helps you review and summarize the material effectively. The next method is the outline method, which is yet another popular format. It uses indentation to show the hierarchy of information with main points at the top and supporting details indented below. It's great for organizing information and seeking the overall structure of the lecture. Now, if you're a visual learner, the flowchart method might be beneficial. It uses arrows, boxes, and connections to visually represent relations and connections between ideas. It's particularly useful for illustrating processes, cause and effect relationships, and decision making. The fourth method is the mapping method, which is also known as mind mapping or concept mapping. It's a creative way to visually represent ideas and their relationships, and it's great for visual learners who prefer a more non-linear approach to note-taking. The final one is the charting method. It is useful if you need to organize information into columns and rows. It's especially handy for comparing and contrasting different concepts or making lists of important information. Now that you have taken good notes using the method that's more convenient for you, to truly benefit from them, you need to review and revise your notes regularly. Set aside dedicated time for reviewing your notes, preferably within 24 hours after class. You can use different techniques like summarizing, highlighting key points, and creating flashcards to reinforce your understanding. Now, if you find any gaps or areas of confusion, consult your textbook, additional resources, or you can also ask your tutor for clarification. The process of reviewing and revisiting notes is essential as it helps reinforce your learning and improve long-term retention. Alright, now that you have learned about the importance of good note-taking, strategies for effective note-taking during class, and different note-taking formats, before we wrap up, here are a few final tips to help you in your note-taking journey. Stay engaged and attentive during class by asking questions when necessary and participate actively. You can also develop your own shorthand or abbreviations to speed up your note-taking process, which will make note-taking process all the more fun. And don't forget to regularly practice and refine your note-taking skills. With time and dedication, you'll become a master note-taker. To be honest, effective note-taking not just helps you, it also helps your friends. Well, that's it for today. We hope you found these tips helpful. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more educational content. And as always, if you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Happy note-taking and see you in the next video.